Hello, folks of YouTube. I'm Tired Essel. Thanks for being here. Hopefully you enjoy today's Danganronpa. We're playing Chapter 4. It's investigation time. Things are horrible in the game. We've got a locked room murder mystery. Sakura has left us at the hands of ? There are very few people left in the game. One of them is us, which leaves us with only 5 people it could possibly have been, and some of those are more or less likely. That's a lot to take in. That's a lot to take in. It's looking pretty bad right now. But we made up with Kyoko, so that's important. And also importantly, you should come by and join us on the stream, twitch.tv/SL_TV, Sunday through Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Hopefully we will see you live. Otherwise, I don't know. Like I said, today's SL prefix is tired, so my brain is not firing on all cylinders. So if I miss stuff, I'm sorry. There's a lot of clues today. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess if we are counting Jill, then there's 6. How would that work? Whatever. I'll figure it out. Okay. A lot to do immediately. We see blood on the floor. We see something back here. We see something here. We see this, whatever the heck's happening here. And we have the protein zyme. We got a lot going on here, so let's go step by step, left to right. The door's the only way in or out of the rec room. No lock, no evidence the mount's been tampered with. Smash window, yep. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism is used on the door. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious with the door itself. That's what Makoto says. Some kind of plastic container rolling around in the room. It's a shaker cup!
So...
A protein drink and it's empty. Sakura must have drank it. Everybody knows how much she loved her protein. That's true. Everybody does know that. And she mentioned more than once about how protein was good for all sorts of ailments. Protein Zyme X. I agree. I think it was probably poisoning.
Wrong.
I wouldn't take the heart if I were you. I know. So was protein can. It's got a label on it that says Chem A2. Okay, Sakura tried to come with all kinds of health stuff. So she got this in the chem lab.
Just a second.
That's strange. What is?
Hey.
See what's scattered around the can? Shards of light blue glass. There must be parts of the window to get inside.
Correct.
But there aren't just scattered around the can. They're also underneath it. Why does that matter?
So...
I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of it. I feel like it'll become an important clue later on. Okay. That does sound important. So that could be order of events. A little odd. Could it have been on the chair, maybe? And they had to move the chair out of the way. So, like, we break the glass, move the chair, protein falls on the glass. Or under the chair. Maybe related to the chair we moved, though. Chair was shoved against the doorknob. So we couldn't get this door open. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think the chair had anything special done to it. Okay? The chair kept the doorknob from turning and the door from opening. No evidence of the door or chair being tampered with or anything like that. So the killer must have created the locked door from the inside and not from the outside. Okay. Yes, blow to the head. Kind of wrap.
Huh?
That's... Do you recognize it, Hina?
Well...
Well, yeah, Nina gave it to her. It's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought that might help her calm down a little. So you give it to Sakura. I found a big box in the warehouse. I really like them. Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them. I like them that much.
I mean...
But I wanted Sakura to get a chance to try it for herself. That's why I gave it to her. And now they've lost all their flavor. You know. Sus. 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 shards of glass scattered all around this chair Sakura was sitting on. All red and these are the top model section of a bottle, right? So this must have originally been a bottle. Also a figure. It's a Monokuma figure. Figure on the floor. I see on the shelf back here, more of these. 4 red bottles. Inside each, there's some kind of Monokuma figure. What I'm wondering is, how did they get those figures inside the bottles?
So...
It's no different from your standard ship in a bottle, huh? You know, where the bottle's opening is smaller than the boat placed inside? You've never seen that? Oh yeah, maybe I have.
In other words...
So this is the Monokuma version of that, a Monokuma bottle, if you will. I feel like I'm starting to make sense of things little by little. Do you? The bottles. The figure found on the ground. The red shards of glass probably started as a bottle. Which would mean Sakura must have been hit in the head with a Monokuma bottle, right? The shards of glass and the Monokuma figure are evidence of that. So, I think it's safe to say the Monokuma bottle was the weapon. Is that safe to say? Involved, surely. The locker's open on the inside. It's a handprint?
Why?
What's a handprint doing there? It's like someone touched the inside of the locker, left a handprint in the dust.
It's true.
Looks quite fresh, too. I'd say someone was hiding here in the locker. You know, left behind a little something extra. So then, maybe the killer hid in here till the locker room was open, don't you think? And during all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group.
Wrong.
Unfortunately, that's not a possibility. Huh? Why not?
Hey.
Think back. Before we opened the door, we looked inside the room, right? Oh yeah, the locker's already open at that point. That's a good point.
Indeed.
Okay, could that have hidden there until after we opened the door? So then, what does this mean? Good question. Same shelf full of magazines. All different kinds of magazines here. Yeah, good question. I don't know if a bottle would kill on the spot. There's a blood stain in front of the magazine shelf. Must come from Sakura, right? That doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? That is interesting. 1 o'clock. So an hour ago. Okay. You spent all investigation reading an old edition of Shonen Jump. That is true. We did do that.
What?
What do you want? You're bothering me. Go away. I'm not even trying to hide how much he despises me. I better go before he crushes my soul completely.
However...
For Sakura to have been killed, she's not the type who would go down without a fight.
It's true.
And she certainly didn't, I would say. She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. So how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wonder, did someone get the upper hand? They must have taken her by surprise, right?
Certainly.
Certainly they would have needed to if they need to expect to stand any chance against her. So, poison theory?
What the heck?
We already know who did it. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It had to be one of them. They couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto? Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more. Let me help you. You see, Sakura asked all 3 of them to meet with her. You know where? Right here in the rec room. Yep. Agreed. Hina putting this much aggro out is sus. After I was in the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually she went off on her own. But when I saw her again after that, she told me she'd left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet her in the rec room by noon. By noon, the Monokuma file said she'd died right around then. It's true. But I'm sus. I'm telling you the truth. I heard it right from the Sakura herself. And I tried to stop her. But she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry, I just thought she wanted to talk to them. And this is what happened. If I'd stopped her by force even, this never would have happened. You know. It's impossible not to have regrets, I know. But the fact that she'd asked those three to meet with her, and she asked them to come to the dark room at noon, the same time and places she ended up dying. Yes, might be good to confirm what I just heard with the three of them directly. I agree. I'm not deeply sus about, but I am sus. Sakura drew her last breath sitting slumped forward in this chair. There's obvious evidence of the blow to the head she suffered. Normally, I wouldn't have any problem believing this would have killed her, but according to the file, she also vomited blood. And I can see a trace of blood on her lips for sure. So what would have caused her to vomit blood? The poison. The file specifically said she hadn't suffered any other injuries. Maybe her getting hit on the head somehow caused her to start vomiting blood? Not a chance. Yeah, exactly. Somebody we know was with Sakura and who discovered the body. Anybody who discovers the body is immediately on the sus list at this point. We haven't had a self-report yet, right? No, Celeste was like basically a self-report. Not entirely, but basically a self-report. No, it was. I'm sorry. In the art room, that was definitely a self-report. So okay, they didn't make a big deal out of it, but yeah, Byakuya.
That's fine.
However, your eyes have landed on a most interesting location. Interesting?
Naturally.
Yes, most interesting. Don't you agree? No, I don't think I call it interesting. But it does make you wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to why she died.
What?
Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room? Sorry, I didn't realize we'd be doing all this. So you found out. Interesting. Then it's true. I did receive a note to that effect, yes. But what fool would do what it said and risk being killed by that monster? So you didn't go see her? Of course not. I ripped it out the shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all. Byakuya says you didn't go see her. Is that the truth? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice to accept it as fact.
Come on.
If you're all finished, please remove yourself from my sight. Okay, thanks.
Listen.
Well, Makoto, have you finished with your general investigation? Yeah, I think so for the most part.
So then.
Then you should probably go talk to people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave.
Listen to me.
Which is why I decided you'll go in my place. She's decided? She's gotten a lot more pushy since we had our issue. But she's right. I do have to go talk to the others. Sakura wanted to meet with 2 other people. I need to see what they have to say. Alright, let's do it. Those other 2 probably went back to their rooms. Yep, Kyoko is now our manager. Let's see. Rip. Rip most people here. Doorbell time. And after a few seconds. What? Nope. Okay. Yeah.
Who's there?
Ugh, the most negative aura I've ever felt. Aura of total decay.
Well, what do you want?
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
She didn't look like she was in a good mood.
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
Obviously annoyed, Toko slipped out into the hall.
What do you want?
You said you wanted to talk to me about something? I want to talk about the fact that Sakura had asked to meet with you. What? Slithered.
Well...
Very good verb for that. I don't know what you're talking about. Byakuya already told me she'd asked to meet with him. What? She wanted to meet with Master 2? Oh, I just said 2, didn't I? I guess now it's totally obvious, huh? Yeah, pretty much. So can you tell me about it? I admit I did get the note, but I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go. Toko claimed she didn't go see her, but I can't really believe her. Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact. Is that good enough? Then I'm going back to my room. Hello, Ozzy. Okay. A lot of accounts this time. Do I know where Hiro's room is? Oh, it was Leon.
You know?
Extremely. So, Makoto, do you need something? Yeah, I just want to check something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you.
What?
How'd you know about that?
Could it be?
Did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your special abilities awakened in you? But I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Ogre told me herself she asked Byakuya and Toko to come too. Okay, so that is a second unrelated person saying this now. What? When did Sakura tell you that?
What?
Well... When she asked you to be with her, of course. But didn't she write you a note? Yeah, a note.
How about that?
She gave it to me in person. Happened to mention the others, like, in passing. Uh-huh. I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. I agree. This is super suspicious. I agree. Hold on one second. That is exciting, Ozzy. 1 second, I just realized we didn't close Steam today. Hiro is never sus. Hiro will never be sus. So then you went and met with Sakura.
You got it all wrong.
No way, I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that? Yeah, definitely suspicious.
Actually,
the last time I saw Ogre was when Hina got hurt and I had to take her to the nurse's office.
Don't look at me.
I haven't seen her since then. While I'm here, could you show me the note she gave you? Do I still have it? Let's see. Here's feeling around in his pockets.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, looks like I don't have it anymore. I think when Hina got stabbed by Jack. Looks like I don't have it anymore. With a big goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hands back out of his pockets. But when he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Something had fallen out of Hiro's pocket. Huh? Uh-oh.
Huh?
Ah. Quick as the wind, Hiro snatched it back up again and shoved it back into his pocket.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, just a bit of trash I forgot to throw out. Trash?
What?
Anyway, I can't deny that Ogre asked to meet with me, but I never went, so well, if you'll excuse me. But there's no way that was it. Okay, that is a candy wrapper. Actual crime scene? Yeah, I think we go to the chem lab. I say the chem lab. Hiro said, where's that, I need to have on tap that, that one tweet that's like, you know, me when I'm lying at the War Crimes Tribunal. And it's the, I think it's a character from Pat Labor. Going, you know, the whole head thing. Yeah, yep. You know the clip I'm talking about from Twitter. You know what I'm talking about. Okay. Chem lab. Come on. I've heard Pat Labor, but that could be wrong.
What?
Makoto, did you have your eye on the chem lab too? Yeah, I'm pretty sure, but I could be wrong. Oh god. I don't know. It's too hard to find. Let's see. Yep. I found the clip. Let's see. I just here. Actually, hold on. I have I'm taking it to the anime reverse image lookup situation. Yep, this is definitely it. Oh, it is not Studio Dean. What is this? Hold on. Hold on, I found it. Located. It is not Patlabor. It is an anime series from... Hold on. Hold on. Let's see. It's called You're Under Arrest. The anime... There's an OVA in 1994 to 95. Okay, that's all. Now you know. Does the Wikipedia page not have... There's no... Oh my god. How is there no note about the meme? The life-changing meme. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? Do y'all know? Here. Here. I have to show you now. I'm sorry, I have to show you. I'm legally required to show you now. This one. I know we're derailed, I'm sorry. But this is what I'm talking about. This one. Someone, so just for the record, this is for future generations. There was a tweet of somebody saying, when I am asked about my war crimes at the War Crimes Tribunal. The audio is important for this too, but we don't have the audio right now. But yeah, that's it. 4 episode, 30-minute OVA anime. Oh, by the way, phenomenal resource, if you don't know about it, trace.moe. Reverse image lookup for anime. It's absolutely incredible. Wildly accurate. Makoto, did you have your eye on the chem lab too? Just make sure you don't get in my way. Yeah, I got it. I think what you meant to say was, yes, sir, I understand. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. We can't look at that. We can't look at that. This isn't my first time seeing this shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is. I should probably take a closer look at it. Oh, okay. It looks like 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf. But more important right now, what's that powder that's been filled in front of the shelf? I have to be careful not to step in it. Well, already done. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, any number of war criminals from video games and anime. These are footprints? Only in front of the shelf. Sorry, I actually hit B instead of A. How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We need to sketch out the floor plan. By we, do you mean me? How kind of you to offer. With an insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and a pen.
What?
Well, let's go. Chop, chop. Okay. Okay, sketch of the room. Be Ace Attorney now. Let's go. So, how's this? Not bad. For you, I mean. For me?
I see.
Interesting. It would appear that whoever left these footprints only had business at the leftmost shelf. They came in, went straight to that shelf, did whatever they had to do, and then left. That's what the footprints tell me.
I see.
These footprints must be...
It's certainly possible.
Makoto, are they yours? No?
What?
Okay, let me see your shoes and I'll confirm that they're size for myself. Okay. Your feet do appear to be too big. Unfortunately, I must admit these are not your footprints. Unfortunately. But with how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. And these are a really valuable clue. The powder. A bunch of yellow powder scattered across on the floor, but I don't really have footprints. I agree. Open the bottle. Looks like the bottle had a label on it. Chem C4. Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning checking things out, and at that point the room wasn't like this. Then this powder must have been spilled,
in other words,
around the time of the incident. If that really started to happen, it must be related to the case somehow. Source of the powder. This is very funny. Yeah, probably blue. A good hard look at the powder. Okay. Broken bottle. MC4. Footprints. We know this. Yep. Hello, Waffles. Oh my god, that's a lot of episodes. How are you doing? Alright, Chem-A2. There are all kinds of dietary supplements and different medicines. The protein drink we found in the rec room probably came from the shelf. All the containers on this shelf are labeled an A and a number. So, I guess I consider this part of the shelving unit section A. But wait. There's one bottle here that's labeled Chem C9. Could someone have put it here on accident? Shelf B. Okay, no idea what these are. Piffle is one of the most genius things of all time. Reagents, sure. How have you lived in ignorance for so long? It must truly be bliss. They're kind of harsh.
What?
What, do you think studying science and mathematics has no application in the real world?
That's fine.
The words of a lifelong loser, which I suppose suits you well. I'm a little upset right now because that last one, Byakuya does not usually give off Seto Kaiba vibes, but he just did, and that's annoying. That's annoying to me. Okay, all the containers are labeled with the letter B and a number, so part of section B. Yep, nothing. Yep, agreed. Alright. Nothing but dangerous chemicals. Poisons and other powerful chemicals. C and a number. Alright, so we C. Okay. 3 sections. Dietary, reagents, and lethal stuff. Sakura got the protein powder from section A. But what concerns me is that in section A there was a bottle labeled from section C. What was a bottle of poison from section C doing in section A? There was one labeled C4. There's definitely something going on there. Yeah, very possible, Bloom. Okay. No, we'll talk to Baka Boy real quick.
I see.
Makoto, I admit it, you have a good eye for spotting useful clues. But you also need to learn how to make use of those clues. Thank you. That was reasonable advice, actually. What the heck? Figure it's probably faster just to go downstairs rather than use the map. It would have been faster to use the map. I didn't realize what side of the floor we were on. The floors have gotten more and more labyrinthine. Oh, because it's a calcium supplement.
Hey.
So Makoto, how's your investigation going? I told Kyoko what Toko and Hiro had told me.
I see.
So along with Byakuya, they're both claiming they didn't go see her. But it's all too convenient. Someone must be lying. Someone's lying.
Anyway.
Well, living in progress of my own. Sakura's body, the shelf of magazines, and the Monokuma bottles. These 3 things have revealed new clues, so you do well to look them over one more time. C4? Well, we're playing chess in the rec room, true. That's why. Alright. New clue here. Something new, huh?
Hey.
So, did you figure it out? Oh, sorry. So we're sleepy also today. There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay careful attention, you'll be sure to find it. Correlation. Kyoko, can't you just tell me what it is? Yeah, exactly.
So...
I don't mind guiding you toward clues, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person just comes to their own conclusion, so everyone can have confidence in the outcome. And it's not just because you don't trust me, right? Smile. Boo. No answer. I do trust you to a degree. Otherwise, I wouldn't have told you things to begin with. Only to a degree? Okay. The Monokuma bottle. One other thing. An experiment. You don't mind helping me, right? An experiment.
Anyway,
Can you gather up all the pieces? Should I get the smaller ones too? Are you sure it's okay?
that doesn't matter.
I've already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine. And that obnoxious Byakuya is not here, so.
So then,
Okay, Chem Lab, gather the glass. Okay. I don't know what this is about, but Kyoko said so, yep. I took the broom and dustpan and got to work collecting all the broken bottle pieces. And just as I finished up, sorry to keep you waiting.
so then,
Is everything ready? Let's get to work. So, what kind of experiment are we doing?
in other words,
I got a scale from the Chem Lab. We're going to use it to compare weights. Compare the weights of what? The pieces of glass you collected, and one of the bottles is still intact. Why do you want to do that? That's the point of the experiment. It'll make sense if we're done. Interesting.
listen,
Okay. 2 normal bottles. It's balanced,
in other words,
which means each Monokuma bottle weighs about the same, which makes sense. The figures inside are basically the same, but nothing else could really affect the weights.
so then,
Here comes the important part. Okay. Well, a normal assumption would be either they'll balance out, or the pieces I collected will be lighter. I did my best to get them all, but there's a chance I could have missed some here and there.
so then,
Okay, let's give it a try. Huh? The broken pieces are heavier? How is that possible?
I knew it.
Just as I thought. What?
In other words,
The results of our experiment and the correlation between each of the bottles put it all together,
hey,
and I believe you will arrive at one very persuasive conclusion. So what do you think? It's all on you. It's the Monokuma bottle. Yeah, that sounds right. 2 bottles. That sounds right. We're comparing how much we can deadlift Makoto to get us into Sakura's mind space. The bag weighs a lot? Yeah, I think so too. Wait, what were the 3 things? I forgot. Was it this? Nope. What was it?
in other words,
Okay.
hey,
Okay.
just a second,
Just standing around the space and to help you to figure anything out. Well, yeah, I know, but
hey,
don't you think you might need to actually examine the body?
whew,
No getting around it. Unlike me, Kyoko didn't recoil at the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely unemotional. It's the kind of thing I've grown perversely used to. Although there are still some times. I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't get used to it.
it's true.
That's totally normal. And how can you?
So,
I am mad just because I've had plenty of opportunity to touch dead bodies in the past. What? Because she was in the last game. Sorry, never mind.
hey,
More importantly, look here. Her shoes?
Correct.
Mm-hmm. See that yellow powder on her instep? Yeah, it really stands out.
I see.
That powder is clue number 1. The ultimate corner, true. That'd be wild if that was like the whole secret. Like she was just a corner. Okay.
Hey, it's
Into
true.
her head. Incredible spot. Let me just
It
explain.
would seem,
She didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to the head. 2 blows?
indeed,
Interesting, wouldn't you say? And there's one more interesting thing.
correct.
Both of her hands were spotless. Absolutely no trace of blood in either one.
It's true.
So, that's what I learned. Oh my god, there's so many accounts here. Sorry. Can't wish you were the one that much respect kept looking at her body. I don't think anyone but Kyoko could have pulled that off. Was it the magazine rack? Or what was the 3rd thing? Okay, magazine shelf, clue. Huh? This magazine's upside down. Did someone put it back that way on accident?
Hey,
If something catches your eye, it's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think? Yeah, you're right. I picked up the inverted magazine and flipped through it. Whoa! This is... On one of the pages, near the center of the magazine, a word had been written in bold, bloody letters. And it said, Toko. Could this be a dying message?
Correct.
Then it would appear you found it. Kyoko, is this...
So...
It is indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it. That's not necessarily true. A dying message.
However...
But just to be clear, I'm the one who put it back upside down. It was like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it for the benefit of others who may come looking. Hey, is that... It says Toko, right? Yeah, it looks like it.
What the heck?
Then she's the killer, right? Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet. It's settled. She's the killer for sure. That's conclusive, right? We can use it to corner the killer. I can see why you think that, but it just seems too easy. If anything, it makes me that much more suspicious. It's not case one, after all. Ding dong, ding dong. Oh, it took like no time at all.
Whoops! You caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake. Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I? Okay, then let's begin the class
we are going to do the
drill.
trial then.
You know where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the
While
school.
time uwu. I said it out loud because you typed it. True. So.
See you soon.
It is indeed trial time. It's already time, but the mystery of the locked room is already half solved. Only half solved. At this point, whatever happens will have to happen at the class trial. Oh, not whatever happens. I have to make something happen. So, hopefully it's not a 2-hour one. If it's 2 hours long, I will cry. Oh, I won't cry, but I'll be stressed slightly. But that's okay. I can be slightly stressed. We're just gonna do everything first try. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay. Alright, let's do it. Monaco made his announcement. Everyone began to meet up on October. It's true. It's very true. Ultimate martial artist emoticon. A locked room murder mystery. Winky face. Look, I've cried on stream before. I cried at the end of Nier Automata.
What?
Well, let's go fast. What the? Oh, I've just recently discovered the power of emoticons. This is hilarious. Like, no matter how awful something is, if you toss in a smiling face, it turns positive. Is play good? Yeah, exactly.
Yes, indeed.
For example, you're at a picnic and you find a dead body, XD. This is plain creepy.
Well,
How about the reverse? No matter how great something is, if you put it in the sad face, it makes it look super negative.
yes, indeed.
For example, do you have 100 friends? This is true, though. He's absolutely... This is, like, 100% true right now. He's right. That does make it seem sad.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Now then, please get on the elevator. I'll see you all down there. Oh my god, this is ridiculously good. What the hell was that? How did you say that, Monokuma? I don't get it.
Just the worst.
I don't get you guys. How can you act so casual after murdering someone?
Don't look at me!
I don't think I'm acting casual.
Don't be mean.
I mean, I didn't murder anyone. Yeah, I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer?
What the heck?
What the heck? What the heck? The truth will be revealed soon enough, because there can be no doubt one of us is the culprit. The killer. The one that murdered Sakura. Hina's just like so aggro. And that is a bad sign. She was stronger than anyone I know. And yet someone killed her. Alright. The person's here? The person is among us? We're just gonna go. This is time to put an end to this. I made my way toward the elevator. but each step I took, I feel like I was moving further and further away from my goal. I feel a chilling fear running through me, trying to make me rot from the inside out. No matter how many times I go through this, it never gets any easier. I contour steel perfect prison in total silence. I actually have a meta reason for why I think it's Hina as well, but I will not disclose it at this time because I think it might be wrong. That's a good point, Bloom. Watch the doors close and felt it begin its sinister descent. No, I'll say actually why. Yeah, so that's too vague. The meta reason is I was listening to like the 3 okay songs from the soundtrack that I've definitely heard before, and I saw accidentally the name of another track from the soundtrack, and that name of the soundtrack made me go on a 5-step conspiracy theory about Hina. So, you know, the elevator lowered, using its all too familiar clunking, uttering its all too familiar clunking sounds, fell lower and lower, and as suddenly as always, the ride was over. Doors open once again. Just the 6 of you, huh? Really? That's so few. You must be so lonely. You say it like it's not your fault for all that's left. Also, what's up with the remodeling? I wonder, will the class trial end with one less classmate again, or... Oh! Oh, right. Will your school life come to an end completely?
Now then.
Are we ready to begin? You know the drill. Find your assigned seats. And so the curtain opened for the 4th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, and a deadly faith. A deadly class trial. Got vocabulary. Bullet capacity during the BTV. That's awesome. That's what we got, though. Cool. All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation.
Yep.
If you can figure out
We gotta go a little
who
faster than
done
this because we
it,
gotta make sure we get this done
then
tonight.
only then I'll punish.
We already know who did it.
Whoa!
Yes, there are
Deja
many
vu.
questions remaining in the game. We have so many theories running.
The one who killed Sakura is one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It was one of you.
No, I will not stare at the screen for 5 minutes. I'm sorry. Yes, we have the Junko theory. We have the Grey Demon, who could have been Sakura, but also could have, we also have the Grey Demon could also be the headmaster. Here's the thing. We have the Grey Demon, the headmaster, and the wrestling mask person, who are not necessarily the same person. Grey Demon could be the headmaster. Grey Demon could be the wrestling mask person. Headmaster could be the wrestling mask person, but they do not need to be. There could be 2 people there. There could be 3 people there. It'd be weird if there were 3, but it could be. There's also Junko potentially, as my conspiracy theory goes. We also have the 16th classmate, who may or may not be related to any of the aforementioned people. Yeah, I think the killer's someone here. I think after this, bets are off. Because I think it's going to get weird after this. I think with 5 people up, it's going to get too easy to figure it out. Yeah, but here's the thing. If you ever say this in a game of Werewolf or Among Us or Town of Salem, it is very bad for you. This is not a... Unless you are personally definitively clear, this is bad. You do not say this. Idiot.
I had nothing to do with it.
It makes you look so bad.
Yeah! I'd never kill someone, no way!
I don't want to hear your stupid excuses.
Now, obviously, Hina is traumatized right now. Hina seems really sure one of those 3 is the killer, but she must have some reason for believing that. That's all I'm saying. Make your arguments. Toko, Aoi, and
It
Byakuya.
was one of you. One.
Toko says never went to go see her. Byakuya says didn't go see her or at all that day. What was the other account? Oh, he's okay. Okay. Written notes to all of them and slid them under the doors.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
Huh. Idiot.
Is that it?
Oh, there's no
Doesn't
Jill
make any
yet.
sense.
Rip.
That's the only reason you have for accusing us?
That's low. That's about as low as you can get.
Okay. Yep. So it's
It
gonna be
was
Aui's
one of
accounts.
you. One of you killed.
And what reason do
Because you hated her.
Is that it?
that doesn't make any
That's the only reason you have for accusing us?
All right. No, that's wrong.
Another reason you suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
Yeah, and that was right before she died. So there's no doubt about it. One of those
Spiky
three
hair.
killed her.
I don't think that's the case. I can't disagree with Hina. There's good reason to suspect all three of them. Then does that mean one of them did it? Nope. Sorry, Shrew, we couldn't sit still. We tried. I tried to tell the chat that they, you know, don't read back up, but like the chat definitely, it was all chat's fault. They were like, oh, so we have to get going. I was like, no, we have to wait for Shrew. But you know, I'll have to move drinks around. I definitely didn't say we couldn't wait. I didn't say that. No, don't check the logs. So Sakura wanted to meet with all three of them.
There's no way that's not.
Oh no. Well, this is probably safer for your hands anyway, though. I said this in jest, assuming that there's nothing wrong. There's something wrong. I'm sorry.
I don't deny that she wanted to meet with us, but I never went to see her.
Okay. Oh,
I
oops.
didn't either.
Wrong button. Oh, meant to push this button. What do we have?
Yeah, same here. I never saw her.
This is really interesting, by the way.
Come on. There's no way none of you went. At least one of you is lying.
Yes. Sakura, okay, one of them's lying.
The fact that Sakura wanted to meet with all three of them, there's no way
Gotta be
that's not
pocket trash.
suspicious. One of you is absolutely guilty.
I don't deny that she wanted to meet. I never went to see her.
I didn't either.
Yeah, same here.
Oops.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong. Making steady progress right now. Let's go.
Hiro, when we were talking before, you dropped a small piece of paper, remember? It was white with red polka dots.
What's that got to do with anything?
Red polka dots? That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
No, it's
Ever since we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy. So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
In that case, Hiro, where did you get that piece of candy?
From Sakura! It's the only explanation.
well, I mean, yeah, sure I got it from her, but she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her.
Fascinating.
When? When did she give it to you?
The last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right?
Wait, which crime? Yeah, I mean, the fact that, I mean, she did say she gave one to Sakura that day, though. So she's already copped to that. Oh, hoarding candy, also fair.
Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then.
But what you're saying can't be right. Because Sakura could only gotten the candy after the incident in the nurse's office. And the reason I know that is... Wait, what? When Sakura got the candy?
I'm not sure about that, Hiro. Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office.
I'm assuming she gave Sakura like a few pieces.
So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy.
Damn it. I mean, what I meant was, oh, that's right. I did meet up with her in the rec room. You got a problem with that?
Hiro, what do you mean? What does this mean, Hiro?
Why the sudden hostility?
But we just talked, that's all. I didn't do anything, you gotta believe me.
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
She said it. She said it. She said sus. You block out most of the screen, now you can see the word sus.
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
Among Us.
More hostility.
It's not just normal hostility. You're the real culprit. I even have proof.
Huh? Proof? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about her shining message.
What would a shining message even be?
At the scene of the crime, she had written out Toko in her own blood, right?
How did you see this, Hero?
It was her dying message.
How
Just
did
like
you
what
see
you
this?
guys
You
were
weren't
talking
there.
about with Sayaka.
That's true. I saw it for myself.
Wait, how did Hero know?
See? See?
Yeah.
Toko
how
did
yeah.
it.
What are you saying? No way! I didn't do it!
You just don't know when you're beat, do ya?
Hero, hold on. When did you see that
Thank
dying
you,
message of
Kyoko.
hers?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Huh? Well, when we found Ogre's body. Duh.
This guy's crazy.
But if you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime. So it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
Huh? Hold on. Well, when Kyoko found the magazine with the dying message in it, it was...
I got it! Kyoko, you found the magazine on the magazine shelf, right?
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it. I found it right there at the scene of the crime, after
I'm
we
assuming
started
he's just
the
saying the wrong
investigation.
word.
If that's true, then what Hiro just said doesn't really make sense, does it?
Glow-in-the-dark what?
Doesn't make sense? What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense.
No, it doesn't. No, there's an obvious problem that Hero said before. Yeah, a bit of glow-in-the-dark, that'd be funny. Make your arguments.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message.
You were actually clipping
it
it, true?
after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
Might be a flashback here. Let's watch it again.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense. I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was... I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf.
What?
When I pulled it out, I saw...
I'm gonna hit him with the magazine dying message on his body was discovered. I might be overcomplicating it.
Exactly when I found the dying when Ogre's body was discovered.
Okay. Did I say something weird?
Shoot!
Okay, there is, but I don't know what it is.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf.
Don't say it yet.
When I
Hold
pulled
up.
it out, I saw her final words.
Hold up, hold up, hold up. No, it's all good. Oh, am I tagged chill? No, it's okay. No, it's okay. We're still calling it chill. I am chill. Do you think I'm not chill? Are you saying I'm not chill? Do we... I don't think we have something for that, though.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense. I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine
when I pulled it out.
Okay.
What I said makes total sense.
Is this flashing back Kyoko?
When Ogre's body was...
And I can tell you when it was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the when I pulled it out.
What's your
This is a very weird one of the case.
I can tell you exactly
when Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message,
stupid.
it was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine when I pulled it out.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
Nope.
Shoot! I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
Am I? Oh god.
And I can tell you when It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled
Yeah, that's
it out,
possible, true.
I saw her
So the problem here is that Hiro could not have seen it when the body was discovered. He may or may not have been there. I don't think he was there, but if he was like close by, I don't want to split hairs on that. The issue was that nobody saw it. It was inside a magazine. Flashbacking is right, yeah. I didn't think any of the things were correct. So maybe it's magazine shelf.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
Maybe it's like the magazine shelf.
I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when it was only after the investigation. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out,
I think I used the magazine. Oh, damn it! I think I used the magazine bullet. Yes,
I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was.
And I can tell you it was only after the I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out.
Either way, this is mechanically very weird because I had the logic the whole time. I think this is probably it then.
I can tell you exactly when Ogre's
body was discovered.
No, that's wrong.
Okay, I got that.
When Sakura's body was found, that magazine was sitting on the shelf nearby.
It's true, yeah. We are on the hardest level for logic.
That's
So
where
we're getting
Kyoko
more
found
flashbacks than usual.
After
I'm
we'd begun
assuming.
the investigation, and you weren't at the murder scene, so there's no way you could have seen it then.
I'm curious how it changes from difficulty to difficulty.
Tell us the truth, Hiro. When did you see the message?
Hold on. You're focusing on the wrong part. Why does it matter when I saw it? All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and we know who the killer is. Toko!
I don't even know where to begin with that one.
He's just trying to confuse us.
Actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message
Thank
in the first place?
you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah? I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message.
How can we agree?
100%, without a doubt, she wrote it. And this is me talking, so you know it's true.
I can't believe this guy lived the whole game. How did this guy survive? Without a doubt? No, I absolutely do doubt it. State of the body, I think? If we get state of the body, we're pretty sure it's that. Oh, no, BTB.
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give Give it a rest.
Okay. Oh, very close.
Show me the proof.
This should prove it.
Oh. The tempo down is, I mean, the tempo change is really screwing me
I'm
up.
completely unconvinced that Sakura wrote that dying message.
Logic on me and gameplay is a yes. That is a good call. We have action on kind, which is not, it's like the medium one, which I think has been good so far. It's a little bit, yeah, but.
Because if you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger, but both of her hands were completely free of blood.
Say what?
Then who did write it?
Tina, can you please show your hands to the class?
Hiro could very well have written it himself. That would explain how he knew about the message in the first place.
Boom.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Ah!
What?
He admits it!
I figured as much.
But why would you write something like that?
What?
Because I killed her!
What? You're admitting to killing her?
Please, just let me explain what happened.
Oh, is he convinced he killed her? Okay, so he must think he killed her.
I got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon.
Well, can we change it during the game, Waffles? We're gonna play 2 at this point. This has been fun. If you can change it, I'd like to try on kind again, probably, or yeah, probably on kind again. Then if we hate it, we can go down.
You just did exactly as the note asked? What a fool.
And when I got there...
Yeah, fair enough. Sorry, but do you mind waiting? I have a couple of other people to meet as well. Okay. Would you like a piece of candy? It might help give you some energy. Oh, sure, thanks.
And that's all she said. After that, we just stood around in awkward silence. Suddenly, I heard her mutter something.
This is it. I'm going to end it today. I'm going to end everything.
As soon as I heard that, I just knew. I knew she was gonna try and kill me. She was gonna kill me and make her escape. So of course I freaked out, and then...
What?
I saw my only chance. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head. I hit her from behind before she had any idea what was happening. Then she just went limp. I didn't see her move again after that. Once it was over, I pulled myself together. I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed. So I wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine on the table and I ran away.
Okay. So this is weird.
I can't believe you! You're the worst! I hope you die!
So someone put the magazine away?
Well,
what is this?
That's what happened. Go ahead. Roast me, boil me, do whatever you want.
You're not gonna get off that easy.
Also 2 bottles.
Death. Death for the one that killed Sakura.
Yeah, I agree, Bloom.
We're ready to vote now, right? We know who did it.
Oh, so what this means is someone saw their chance to poison her during, so like she's unconscious. Someone slips her poison while she's out, smashes the C4 bottle on the ground with the Monokuma bottle because it's the same color glass? Question mark? Maybe? I don't know. Or 2 Monokuma bottles. One of the 2. To then lean into the fact that she had a head wound.
No, I think there's more to Hiro's story.
What are you talking about? What else could there be?
There's one thing that Hiro's story just now doesn't explain, and until we figure that part out, we can't consider the case closed.
Why the magazine was hidden.
I got it!
Bingo.
That's true. Everything you just said. It doesn't explain why the magazine was hidden, does it?
Yeah, right, and the door was locked. Also very important.
By the time the body was discovered,
also something I forgot about.
Had
Yeah,
been
great
picked
point.
up and put on the shelf.
And the door was locked.
Why would you take the time to write that message, then stick it somewhere we might not find it?
Oh, well, I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
Really?
He's lying! He's gotta be lying!
I don't see any reason he would lie now, after already confessing to the crime.
Then he's not lying?
Assuming he's telling the truth, someone else must have put the magazine back on the shelf. In other words, at least one other person was in the rec room both before and after the incident.
I don't think there's any question about that.
But then, who was it?
If they went to the trouble of hiding the magazine, they must not have liked what was written on it.
Toko.
I got it! It had to be Toko, right?
Hilariously, what if everybody was in the room?
Who else would want to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was written on it?
Was he right, Toko? Did you really go to the rec room?
Why would I have... Wait, but more important, that doesn't even matter. We already know who did it, right? Hiro just admitted it.
Toko. Toko. We're moving past that, Toko.
That's right. I killed her.
Oh my god, he's so dumb.
No, you didn't.
Okay, Makoto did it, just not a fan of Toko. I don't want to see her name. Closes the thing.
Who asked you?
I don't doubt
Even
Hiro
Kyoko stopped
attacked
by?
Sakura
Yeah.
with the bottle.
I bet even Junko
But
stopped
that's
by.
not where this case ends.
What do you mean?
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. No one believes me.
What he means is that Hiro isn't the killer.
You can't be serious. That's just...
Wait, is this related to this case,
Believe it.
Ozzy, or?
Hiro, tell us what happened one more time.
I'm probably wrong. And again, it's like half meta information too, so like...
If we go
Oh,
through
or the
it
case
once
of crime.
more, it should become clear he's not Sakura's killer.
So, what do you want me to do?
Just tell us what happened one more time when you attacked Sakura.
I don't really see why, but okay.
Not done yet. Okay, yeah. Sounds good. I have to prove that. Whew. Okay, this is it. Examination, dying message, file number 4, status, yellow powder. Here we go.
I didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby,
Which one?
and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once. Is that right?
Yeah, just once. After the first swing, the bottle shattered. And she went limp.
See? Isn't it obvious? Hiro really is the killer!
I didn't want to.
So this is it, right? He blows the head.
I grabbed a Monokuma and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do.
You hit her from, and you only hit her once.
Yeah, just once.
See ya.
No, that's wrong. If Sakura died from Hiro's single blow, that doesn't explain why she had 2 head wounds.
Exactly.
2?
That's right. She had 2 separate wounds on her head.
God, what if there were 3 people involved? What if someone hit her? God. What if Hiro hit her on the head, leaves, Sakura's like, what the hell was that? Someone else comes in, hits her on the head with a bottle, leaves, Sakura goes, what the hell was that? And then she gets poisoned.
And remember, this girl examines dead bodies as a hobby. Personally, I'm inclined to believe her.
But I only hit her once. How could she have 2
Toko
wounds?
walks in, puts the magazine away, panics, smashes a bottle over Sakura's head for good measure, and then walks out. This did not kill Sakura. Oh my god, imagine. Imagine.
2 wounds means she was struck twice. What's more, both attacks must have come
There's
from
no
a
way.
Monokuma bottle.
Hold on. How can you know that just from some cuts on her head? She was attacked twice. With 2 Monokuma bottles?
It's not just because of her head wounds. It's
We don't have
also
a second
because of
figure,
the
though.
Monokuma bottles themselves.
We need to figure out the locker still, too. Toko was in the locker, saw Hiro do this, went, oh no, he framed me, bonked Sakura. Why didn't she bonk Sakura again, though?
There's something very suspicious about those bottles.
Sakura puts the magazine away. Hiro bonks her. Sakura sees. Sakura sees the magazine, goes, "That's not who hit me." Closes the magazine and puts it away to help deconfuse the crime scene. Barfs over in the corner from whoever poisoned her, and then sits back down. But how did the room get locked? She locks the room.
Once you understand that point, you'll understand why 2 separate Monokuma bottles must have been used. Think back. After the incident, there were 4 Monokuma bottles left on the shelf, right? And we found pieces of a bottle on the ground, along with the chess piece it had inside.
That was the bottle Hiro hit Sakura with, right?
Yep.
For now, just note that there were 4 intact bottles and 1 broken bottle. But originally, there were 6 bottles in total, meaning 1 has gone missing.
But how can you know for sure there were 6 bottles?
Chess pieces.
That's easy. If you look at what the bottles all had in common, it should become clear.
6 bottles of bear on the wall. All right. Chess. Brain blast. Having a brain blast. What? Chess piece. Yep. Easy. Going for record.
Now I understand.
Now I understand.
That's it. The chess pieces. Inside each bottle, there was a Monokuma figure holding a different chess piece.
King, rook, bishop, pawn. I definitely remember seeing each of those.
And the piece that was inside the broken bottle we found was the knight, if I remember.
So, what's that matter?
I guess you don't know too much about chess, do you? Then let me explain. In chess, there are 6 different pieces. The king, the queen, the rook,
Imagine this
knight,
was originally shogi,
bishop, and pawn.
and they had to localize it. I don't think that happened, but imagine.
What was left intact at the crime scene were the king, rook, bishop, and pawn. Just those 4.
Wrong button.
And on the ground was the knight.
Oh, so the queen is missing.
So we only have evidence for 5 bottles at the scene. Well, one apparently
Yeah, no,
went
I
missing.
figured, but they were go pieces. It's very complicated.
What does chess have to do with anything?
Yeah, shogi is way better.
Hey.
Yeah. Wait, no, that's not what I mean. So, let's say a bottle did go missing.
Yeah, I mean, as I understand it, chess is aggressively international. But I could be, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong.
There's still no evidence that has anything to do with this case. That bottle could have disappeared any time before the murder.
No. It's clear that the missing bottle is connected to this case.
How is it clear?
Think about what state the missing bottle must have been in. Maybe then you'll understand.
You understand nothing of this world. It was... Wait. Before? Wait, I'm confused. Wait. Wait, I hate you can't look back during these. Can we look? We can't look back, right? Yeah, we can't look back. I don't know what they're asking. Are they asking during the incident? Because it was broken during the incident. I'm gonna say broken.
I got it! The bottle must have been broken.
What makes you so sure?
Someone could have taken it out of the room.
Because there was evidence at the scene that supports
But yes.
it. Huh? That's right. We found evidence that shows there was more than just one broken bottle at the scene.
And what is this evidence?
I got it!
I got it.
Earlier,
HP
Kyoko
session.
and I did a little experiment. We compared the weight of the broken bottle pieces at the scene to one of the unbroken bottles. And what we found was that the collection of pieces was heavier. And the reason for that is... there was actually more than one bottle's worth of shattered glass.
So from this, we can surmise that 2 bottles were
Are those
actually
the shogi
broken at
pieces?
the scene of the crime.
Aha, finally, I understand shogi.
But someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one
Thank
of
you.
the bottles,
I understand
along
now.
with the figure inside. But when they did, they must have left behind a few too many pieces, which is only natural. They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces to remove.
But
The base pieces, okay.
why would they have to try and get rid of it like that anyway?
Because of what it would reveal about the case.
There can be no doubt that the missing Monokuma bottle is involved in the case. Must have been used by some bowling aficionados. I agree.
I got it! The bottle that was removed from the scene was used the second time Sakura was attacked.
The second wound on Sakura's head came from that second bottle. Given all the evidence, this is the only possible conclusion.
The killer wanted to make it look like there was only one attack, so they had to get rid of their evidence.
From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered that second blow.
Unless Hero's on 8D chess right now.
Wouldn't you agree, Toko?
What is she doing right now? What is happening to her? Is she okay?
And there's the matter of the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when the incident took place.
Oh, wait! I admit, maybe there was a second attack, but there's no evidence I had anything to do with it.
No way! You killed her! I'm sure of it!
Shut up! Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you killed her.
That's true.
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong.
That means
That's
you
just
know
the kind of
infinitely
guy
more
I
than
am.
I do, though, Shrew.
Plus, I just remembered something that proves it.
Okay, fine.
Let's go.
Let's hear it.
Full health?
Right after I got Ogre's note, I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early. You know, to stake it out or whatever. So I was waiting there, and that's when I saw her. I saw Toko go into the rec room.
You did?
Pretty soon, Ogre showed up, and she went into the rec room. I assumed Toko was still in there, so I figured everything would be okay. That's why I headed in. But when I got inside, Ogre was all alone. Toko had disappeared.
And you just now decided to share that with us?
Yeah, thank you, Bianca.
After the shock of
That-
thinking
he's
I
right.
killed someone, I forgot all about it.
Could someone tighten the screws on his brain?
Yeah,
I think they've
I mean-
come loose.
So, Toko, where the heck did you disappear to?
The locker.
You don't know what you're talking about. I never went in the rec room.
I'm sure she didn't disappear, but maybe she found somewhere to hide.
Ding, ding, ding.
Hiding in the rec room? Don't be ridiculous.
Wait, am I too far to the side, by the way? Did we jump to the side? Oh, we did it. We did it. No. Like, is this more normal? Hold on. What are the files off the thing last night? I'll define it later. Whatever. I don't think it matters that much. Sorry if we were on the wrong... Anyway.
Why are you all ganging up on me? You're all nothing but vermin.
Honestly, this is better anyway. We're out of the text a little more. Whatever. Become Toko? No. It's not ridiculous at all. There's definitely proof that shows Toko's hiding in the rec room. Ugh. Ugh. To pay a little more attention to your finishing blow. No! The proper truth bullet during your coup de grace? I'm not Toko. I don't understand this one. Where is AT? Where did AT go? You'll select it the same way as during the non-stop debate. So only press the LB button. Okay. Okay, so the meme. All right. You're about halfway through the game now. Wow, that's really only halfway? How? Literally how? Moment of truth. I hate these.
It's a lie! I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. No, no, no! That's enough! I admit nothing. I curse you. I curse you. It's a lie! That's enough!
This should prove it.
Get out of town.
Did you know someone left a handprint behind on the inside of the locker?
Toko says something funny about what percent right you are. Yeah, true. Yeah, that's where AT was sent into the back rooms with gamer number 16 and Junko. Yes. Yes.
They must have been hiding in there and put their hand on the wall without thinking. Does this handprint look familiar, Toko?
No, it doesn't.
Okay then, let's just compare it to your hand, shall we? That'll clear everything up.
Do you have a life-size scan of this?
Yeah!
Stop wasting my time. Just tell us the truth.
Okay, it's my handprint.
Dang, she just straight up admitted it.
Then you killed Sakura!
No, I swear, there's no way!
Out with it.
I probably did kill her.
Wait, was I right? Did she bonk Sakura too?
Straight up again.
Wait, what do you mean probably?
Give us the details, Toko. What happened between you and Sakura?
Talk. Now.
After I read Sakura's note, I decided to go there early, so I went into the rec room.
This is really funny, actually. This is really, because she's not like fawning over him. This is super funny. Like, just Byakuya, you know, she's like, no, there's no way, never. Byakuya, the tone changes. That's really good.
I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go.
It's really good.
But I was
Like,
too scared to face her
like when
head
she's
on.
like, oh, master, pay attention to me. Like, no, this is hilarious. This is hilarious.
So I figured I'd just sneak in first and hide in the locker.
Then, did you see what happened? Did you see me hit her?
Yes, and I saw you write my name. I saw you forge her dying message.
Well, that's awkward.
So after he left, I jumped out of the locker and put the magazine back on the shelf.
Okay.
But when you did, you put it back upside down.
I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry.
Imbeciles, all of you.
Forget all that. Why did you attack Sakura?
After I put the magazine back, I heard a sound behind me like a monster growling. And when I turned around, there was Sakura, covered in blood and staring right at me. When I saw all that blood, I fainted right there in front of the magazines. I don't remember what happened after that. If you want to know more, you'll have to ask her.
Her? You mean?
Guess who's back?
Hi, Jill.
It was your fault after all.
My fault, Master's fault. When our faults combine, they soar to even greater heights.
Just answer the question. Did you kill Sakura?
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories.
This is important for later if she didn't kill her.
So I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me awake. Was it a prince paying me a visit? I wondered. So I opened my eyes to see...
Sans Undertale.
Splatter everywhere! I was not prepared for that. And, well, I guess it took me by surprise. I got so startled, I smacked her guess was a bottle. Sakura was just worried about you, and you're terrible! No, she's terrible! Thanks to her, I murdered someone who wasn't an adorable boy.
There's literally no way Sakura died from getting bonked on the head with a bottle.
And when it was all over, you collected the pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you?
I wasn't about to die for some woman! If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for killing Master!
Just go away and die your meaningless death alone. Don't drag me into it.
But I just can't catch a break, you know? Fate's got it out for me.
I literally joked about this. I thought this was too funny to be real.
Because normally, Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack, no problem.
Even as strong as she is, she must have still been reeling from Hiro's attack.
Well, I still think it's Hina.
Hey, come on. That's, you know.
Because, like...
But anyway, I'm not the one that killed Ogre. So that's good.
So that's good. Keep talking like that, and Hina's gonna...
Well, then, that's that. Let's start the vote.
Yes, I agree, Blue. Especially because Byakuya's been leading the interrogation so far. Now, which makes sense as well, but, like, convenient for him. Huh? I thought for sure he doesn't work for Hiro on that one.
What's wrong? Come on, everyone. We're ready to vote, right? Let's do this.
No, not quite yet.
Huh? Not yet? Why not yet?
Don't you think there was something odd about Toko's story? I mean, you had to have noticed.
Hina has done two, like, classic social deduction game blunders here. One, super hard aggro, and two, pushing votes early in a round. Going, yeah, I'm just gonna vote, you never do that. That's so bad.
Odd. Huh?
Hiro's attack, and then Toko's, but that still wasn't the end of it.
It took like 3 or maybe even 4 people to kill Sakura.
Tell us your story one more time. Tell us what happened after you fainted. Then even this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm talking about.
Your wish is my command, darling.
It's not over yet, is it? The one who killed Sakura is... Make your arguments. Oh my god, this is gonna be a long one. Yellow powder.
I was just sleeping peacefully, and all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine.
Oh my god, Sakura left to get protein. She was like, damn, what the hell was that? I need some protein, stat.
You were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it! I smashed her good!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up! I killed her there in front of the shelf!
What? Okay, so that makes sense. But there's no bottle shards in front of the shelf.
I was just sleeping peacefully, and all of a sudden, Sakura, I remember waking up.
You were taken by surprise, so you smashed her head in with the Monokuma.
You got it!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up! I killed her there in front of the shelf!
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong. I'm telling you, I think I got this case's number right now.
Sakura sitting
I
upright
think
in
she
a
legit
chair.
left to get protein. That's when she died. I'm wondering if someone planted that before all this. Like, Byakuya could have planted that earlier.
If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death, there's no explanation why she was in that chair.
Here's something. Here's a brief theory. What if Byakuya poisoned the protein beforehand? Going for a random kill, knowing he'd get somebody without knowing himself who he killed. Like, knowing that it was almost entirely, yeah, Hina or Sakura who would get hit with the protein kill, he just drugged the protein at some point. I'm curious now that's actually it.
So, you finally noticed.
And he feels secure right now because there's no way to tie him to it.
That's just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
Are you sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the same way.
He did, though. That is true. He should have let it go. But he also likes to have fun with this kind of thing. He's already done it before. That has to be it. Back in front of the magazine shelf? The bloodstain, presumably.
I got it! Sakura was definitely attacked in front of the shelf. The bloodstain by the magazines is proof of that.
Yes.
Then she must have moved the body after she killed her, right?
It's so true.
All to make it look like I did it. Because when I hit her, she was sitting in the chair.
Hey, come on now, look at me. I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors.
It's another Hifumi situation. Sakura moves.
There's no way I could move a muscle-bound heavyweight like that.
Then what's the deal?
Sakura didn't get killed by Toko.
Well, are you still convinced the case has come to an end?
But
Yeah, that's true. Actually, true. Hold on. Wait, let's call Jill on that one. Maybe not concrete. Maybe if it's drywall, it's fine.
Plus, the biggest mystery of all, the locked room, still has
Yes.
yet
Also,
to be
I forgot about
explained.
that. How could I have forgotten?
Until we take care of that, we can't say this case has been properly settled.
I'm I'm still kind of curious. Oh man. If Hina accidentally gave Sakura poison, does that still count? And what if Sakura boarded the room up to try to protect Hina? Like closed the room herself.
oh, that part's easy. After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
So she just hid in there till everyone showed up and opened the door? And while everything was all confused and hectic, she just snuck out of the locker into the group.
No, I don't think that's possible.
Because the door was open. The locker, what? I think it's this.
I got it! Even before we opened the door to the rec
Okay.
room, Hina and I both
I
got
was
a
like,
look inside.
I hate that you can't see the questions. It isn't a
And at
boardroom.
that point,
I can't
the
believe
locker
you.
was already
I
open.
can't believe you.
So obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding in there.
Okay then, where was she hiding?
I don't know. What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
How did you not know? You killed her!
I
No.
think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much.
This sprite is so funny. This is one of the funniest sprites of all time. What can you say about this sprite?
You're lying.
No, she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still more to this case.
But if Genocide Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre didn't die from the shot to the head.
And
Well, I can't imagine what else could have killed her.
that's because you're overlooking vital information.
Where's Celeste? Yep. Maybe it's... Oh yeah. Here we go. Yellow powder.
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause.
Uh-oh.
Killed Sakura. I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
Uh-oh.
So you're dead set on blaming me, huh?
Let's see.
What
Let's
was
do
it that
Choco's examination summary as well.
If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
Maybe it's Monokuma file from vomiting blood? Yeah, I think it's this.
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her.
See ya.
No, that's wrong.
We got him. No, that's wrong.
According to the Monokuma file, Sakura had vomited blood. I think we can assume there's a chance this was related to her cause of death. In fact, there was even a trace of blood left around her mouth.
My brain's running at 300% right now.
Well, I mean, maybe when she got hit with the bottles,
I'm
she
tapped in.
cut the inside of her
I'm
mouth.
ready to go.
If that's all it was, the file wouldn't have specified
I'm trying so
vomited
hard. I'm
blood.
so tired still. I'm trying so hard.
Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
You even checked in there? God, you really are into dead bodies!
No, I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries.
Oh, she's such a dork. I love it.
But if there wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood?
Some sort of reaction within her body. Most likely, Sakura was poisoned.
Thank you, Byakuya.
Poisoned?
That's right. This is the conclusion I've arrived at, and so there can be no mistake.
Hit us with his finest rant Sona Sprite, too.
You're making me go all weak in the knees! She was poisoned? It isn't possible!
Oh man, did Hina do it by accident?
Is it really so hard to
Oh,
believe?
that would be
Then
devastating
let me
to
explain
morale.
exactly how the culprit was able to poison her.
You can explain it?
Of course, if you don't mind.
Everyone quiet! Shut up and listen to Master!
But you're the only one talking.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Oh, I don't like this. Oh no.
Huh? Not in the rec room? And I could have found it all along.
You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
Well, yeah, good point.
I mean, there's like accident, and like I'm saying she may have like grabbed the wrong bottle or something. Oh yeah, I guess this. But I mean, oh, you're saying this one rather than the prior cases? Yeah.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And that's where I found this.
Is that the poison?
It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle. But the specific properties don't matter. What does matter is where I found it.
Where'd you find it?
The shelf is divided up into 3 sections, A, B, and C.
Trying to see if it's the same bottle shape as the Monokuma bottles.
In Section A, dietary supplements. In B, reagents.
Yep.
And in C, a variety of lethal chemicals.
Wait, hold on. Wait. What if I was inadvertently right and it was a suicide? Accidentally. Another option appears. It's like Sakura, dazed from getting hit on the head twice, goes, "Here, I need some protein," grabs from the cabinet of protein a bottle of poison and chugs it, and then goes, "Oh, I am dead."
And that's where the poison came from? Section C?
Yeah, unclear.
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
I got it! The poison was actually in Section A, wasn't it?
Huh? You just said that Section A was for supplements.
Why is this all
or
being kept in the
whatever.
same room?
Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all
Yeah,
those
like an
nutritional
accidental
additives?
suicide, right? I don't know how that would be. How Monokuma would see that. Good question. The bear, yeah.
Yeah, so? Why?
Because the culprit switched it out. That's why.
Again, it could very. I think Byakuya or Hina could have done this as well.
What do you mean?
I mean, this.
I couldn't believe my eyes. Byakuya put the bottle of poison to his lips and...
Master!
Yo. We were so shocked that we were seeing, all we could do was stand there and watch. But as if it were the most natural thing in the world, Byakuya was calm as ever.
Ugh, that tastes awful.
Oh no! Master's in real trouble!
Tasty.
You have to drink some water! You can't just swallow powder! It'll stick to your throat!
Idiot! He just swallowed poison! We need to make him spit it out!
The flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out. What's so high quality about this stuff?
Huh? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the protein, of course.
Protein?
Can I see that bottle for a second?
Sure. Do whatever you like.
Kyoko took the bottle from Yaki and scraped out a bit of the contents with one finger. She touched her finger to her tongue.
It's protein powder.
Huh?
Correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless protein powder.
Now, if the bottles had been swapped, we can rule out the accident out the window.
Which makes one wonder, the poison that should have been in that bottle, where did it go?
So if Byakuya did it, he's very much flirting with danger right now. Now, this is very theatrical. And if he wants to fly really close to the sun and get away with it, this is how you do it. So I haven't narrowed it down personally yet. Is it a protein? Oh my god. Yep, protein drink. Oh. Protein! Protein!
Now I understand.
Potion draft. Also true. Easy clap. Speedrun record. Let's go.
Poison must have been poured
This is a long
into
trial.
the protein can. If the protein's in the poison bottle,
The
it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true, right?
Absolutely. The contents of each container were switched.
So Byakuya right now, by presenting this, is basically trying to clear himself.
So the protein was in the bottle of poison, and the
So,
poison was in the protein.
I can see him having done this because he is right now smugly explaining how he did it.
Once you accept that, it becomes
But
obvious how the culprit
it's-
was able to get Sakura to drink the poison.
Also very possible that Hina did it, because Hina also would have been the one most familiar with Sakura's habits, knowing where the protein is, everything else.
All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison herself.
A protein drink. You just
I got it! You're saying they gave her a protein drink, right?
A protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
What?
That's all it took to kill
What?
Sakura. That is the true cause of death.
You know, I do remember Ogre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains. So maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound thing.
But what was offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison. And I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures.
For real? Who was it?
Evidence revealing who replaced the two materials was left in the chem lab for anyone to see.
to be the footprints.
I got it! The footprints
I
left
did it.
behind in front of the shelf. That's the evidence you're talking about, isn't it?
What if everybody's shoe size was in the school record?
I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at that point.
So Byakuya already
They
knows.
must have appeared around the time of the murder, which leaves no doubt that they're connected.
What if somebody swapped shoes?
What's more, the footprints were in front of Section A, where I found the bottle meant for the poison. The culprit must have gone to Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving their footprints behind. And given how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem. All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now. Then we'll see who...
It was me. The footprints. They're mine.
Hina?
If you're all gonna find out anyway,
Hi, Hina.
I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
Then Ogre's killer was...
Yep, I did it. I killed Sakura.
Just as I suspected.
This is the third admission of guilt here. Is this the end of the line?
The footprints were made by a pair of sneakers. There was no mistaking it. And the only people here who wear sneakers are...
Makoto and Hina? I don't know.
I got it! Me and Hina are the only ones. Oh, so Byakuya. That explains why you...
Ah, it was sneakers. That was not the size so much as the sneakers. Okay.
If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one other possibility.
Just Hina.
Plus, Hina's been acting strange ever since the trial began. You were in an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't you? This whole time, you've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you?
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
What about it can't you believe?
Well, it's just... the two of them were so close.
That's likely exactly why it turned out this way. Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction. Hina used that trust to kill her. She deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of us. I have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
I can't believe my eyes. I mean, 10 million fireflies. So true. Yeah, betrayal. Yeah.
Hina, is it true? Did you really kill Sakura? And if you did, why? Why would you do that?
I found her. There in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein drink. But when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden.
Is there going to be no comic book this time?
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right? That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the poisoned mixture.
And then she downed it all at once. And then...
Hold it. I'm not convinced.
You're not about to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you? You still don't get it, do you? The game we're playing here isn't so kind.
Are you accusing Kyoko of this?
Honeyed words like friendship.
You're accusing Kyoko of
What
this.
matters is outwitting the opponent.
Are you insane?
Them. Not a person
like, we
alive
know that, yes,
would
yes.
sacrifice themselves for another. In the end, we're all in it for ourselves. Just like how this girl sacrificed Sakura to save herself.
You say that, but I'm still not convinced.
How many times do you plan to repeat yourself?
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism.
You could accuse anybody else in the room of being too sentimental, except for, I mean, not Kyoko probably, but like, Kyoko?
There's still that one unsolved mystery, and I'm not convinced.
Are you talking about the locked room problem?
Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked room?
My theory is still that Sakura did it herself.
Well, that doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything?
No, it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
Surely you're not... Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
And if I do?
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit.
Don't
There's no
you
way
repeat
you can
yourself.
doubt this.
Are you sure about that?
Blackmail, ooh.
Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit.
What doesn't fit?
I mean, why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint? It's too obvious, too easy.
He's right. It makes it look like you wanted people to suspect you.
I was just nervous. So, I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
Curiouser and curiouser.
You didn't notice?
Yeah, that's just how it was. What can I do?
Listen, Hina. Could you go into a bit more detail? Tell us more about when you switched the poison and the protein.
How come? That doesn't matter.
Oh, right, duh. Yeah, the powder and Sakura issue. Yeah.
Hina, please. I'd like to know too.
Oh, right. I knew something felt off when Hina said she went alone, because I was like, wait. I'm wondering if my theory was right. We'll find out, I guess.
Fine.
Waste your time if you like. There's nobody else to suspect. Nobody else could have possibly done it.
Oh, sweating, are we?
Go ahead, Hina. Start from the moment you arrived at the chem lab.
Well, right away I went to Section C, and got the poison.
Sorry, I double tapped. I didn't mean
And
to.
is that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
Yeah. When I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot.
I see. Okay then, go on.
So then I moved to Section A and got the protein powder.
Nope.
And that's where I switched them.
Nope, because that means you stepped on the powder. There was no steps between A and C.
Once I was done with that, I took the protein can that had the poison in it and left the room.
Like an idiot. Yeah, that was really good.
But I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong shelf. And because of that, everything I did got found out. And that's it.
That story you just told. First you went to Section C to get the poison.
Nope.
Then moved to Section A to get
Sakura
the
was in the
protein,
room, for sure.
right? Meaning you went from Section C to Section A. Do I have that correct?
Yeah.
Isn't that a little strange?
Can you repeat that series of events one more time?
What's wrong with you, Big Mac? You're being awfully pushy.
It's the same thing no matter how many times you hear it. How long until
Looking
you're
a little
satisfied?
worried here, Baka boy. Okay, let's cover the full truth of this case. Let's do it. Let's go. Make your argument. I'm awake. Footprints in the powder. Yep, he's sounding weird. The acting's doing a lot of work
I
here.
went to Section C. That's when I grabbed...
I'll double check to make sure. Yep, okay. This is the right thing we're looking for.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
Like an idiot.
Okay, and then?
Yeah, and then what?
I moved from Section C
And then what?
to Section A. And that's where I switched the powders. Once I was done switching them, I put the bottle filled with the protein powder back in Section A.
Who
Then
is she
I took the
covering
bottle with the
for?
poison in it and left the chem lab. That's all there is to it.
Honestly, that's enough. How much longer must we tolerate
Oh,
this?
getting a little pushy here, Byakuya. That's why I'm suspecting from the beginning. That's why I'm coming back around to the suicide thing. Would Hina just guess me?
First I went to that's when I grabbed the poison and you spilled some of the... Yeah. Okay, and I moved from Section C to...
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
You said you went to get the poison from
I'm
Section
blocking the
C.
sprites.
And that's where you spilled the powder, right?
So the original camera angle is probably better.
Yeah? What about
I do like the tessellated Essel's bopping heads though, very funny.
And after that, you said you moved from
Maybe start
Section
fun with
C
your
to
streaming
Section
software.
A to get the protein. But the footprints left at the scene were not
Should be like
moving from
5.
Section C to Section A.
True. To Essellated.
That contradicts what you just said.
Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise her
Hold on,
movements?
so does it make the numbers make more sense? If no one dies here, we have 6 left. That's actually way more unstable, which is good. Because then we go from 6, get a kill, go down to 5, and then 5 down to 4, and then we can have a 4 kill down to 3, and you can actually have a vote to get to the last the final 2. That would make the numbers work out better. Because right now you can't have 2 more. You can only have 1 more trial. Because at 6, if someone dies here, we go to 5. 5 goes to 4, unless it's a double. So assuming there's no double, 5 goes to 4, and then trial takes us down to 3. Kill takes us to 2. There can't be a trial with 2 people. So
No, that can't be it. Remember what Hina just said?
either no one gets executed here, or there's a double, or another student gets outed.
What the? Hina, what's the meaning of this?
Yeah, Junko comes back. You're right.
no.
There we go.
You lied to us. plain and simple.
The theory.
If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are
She's
obvious.
covering for Sakura.
The powder had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to Section A. So you never went to Section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved Section A.
Well, you see...
What the hell? What's going on here?
Oh, interesting. So here's the thing. I think Byakuya is genuinely shocked he didn't figure it out right now. I'm really, my number one theory right now is Sakura killed herself.
And the footprints aren't the only problem with her account.
What?
Before I explain that part, I'd like to submit some new evidence.
Let's go.
New evidence? Impossible, there can't be.
Here's this updated autopsy report, Byakuya.
Are you sure? After all, you're the one that gave it to me.
I did?
It was hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me. I'm amazed you, of all people, would miss such a vital clue. A truly grave oversight.
Kyoko Edgeworth is so true, though. Kyoko Von Karma.
Just say it already! What is it you think you found?
The Kyoko smug versus pissed off Byakuya is... Oh, this is some of the best in the game so far.
I found this.
She's so smug. I think she's gonna say the powder on the foot. Oh, a piece of glass. Oh. Update the autopsy report. Oh, this is actually new.
It had sunk to the bottom of the bottle. And the hidden clue was exposed, thanks to you ingesting the powder. I couldn't have solved the mystery without you. So, thank you for that.
But what is it?
Oh, you still don't realize? Well then, Makoto, why don't you explain it?
I'm lost too, Kyoko. You just sprung this on us.
Me?
Fine. If you really do know, explain the meaning of that shard of glass.
The Monokuma bottle. Window glass? Yeah, that's all that makes sense here.
I got it! It's part of the window from the rec room door, right?
Oh my god! When I theorized earlier that the chair, like the bottle was on the chair.
The window?
The Giri and Kirigiri is the kanji for cut. Edgeworth, no coincidence, is true.
The window we broke to get in was light blue, just like that.
And this is A2.
So I think that must be it.
You're right. It must be. Of course, that leads to another question. How did a shard of glass from the window get inside this bottle of poison?
What's so strange about that?
What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us,
Section A of the shelf?
I got it! The bottle of poison was left on the shelf in the chem lab. That is what you said, right, Hina? And yet, somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window made its way into the bottle.
Everything Hina told us was a lie?
In reality, that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room. It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked. There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle.
I'm lost. I'm gonna be real with you. My theories are kind of melting away.
And then, once the room was opened,
I liked
the
my
bottle
theories,
somehow
but-
got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab. Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was planted there. That had to be after the locked room was opened. In other words, after Sakura died.
Wait, hold on. You're moving too fast.
Yes. Thank you, Byak. I'm with you.
I'll grant you, the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked, but how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked?
But it would have been really fast.
We already know she was given the protein can with the poison inside, right? If that can wasn't there when she died, how did she get poisoned?
My head is full of soup right now.
You're right. We do need to explain that. But before we do, there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here.
Huh?
It has to do with the protein can. After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or anything like that?
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question?
Not at all. Just answer to the best of your ability.
Well, no, not that I remember.
Yeah, me either.
Not me.
Same here.
Did Toko do it though?
Yeah, me either.
Okay then, that settles it. That proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was open.
Oh, come on! How can you say that?
It's on top of the glass.
How can you know what I don't know?
There's the problem. There's evidence. There's proof. Make your argument. This is a long trial. Oh, anti-protein drink, you're
When it
saying?
comes
Yep.
there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was
This is so
unlocked,
sick visually.
It absolutely was not in there.
This is so sick visually.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No. No, that's impossible. It had to have been in there the whole time. It had to be. It was in there before the rec room was unlocked.
This is so good. It's getting ratioed to oblivion right now.
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind.
This is so cool visually. Love this.
Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No. No, that's impossible. It had to have been in there the whole
Oh,
time.
blast Byakuya's, I guess.
It had to be.
It was in there before.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
You remember how there was broken glass scattered all around the room, right?
Of course. It came from the window you broke to get in. What about it?
Well,
So pissed.
those pieces weren't just scattered around the protein can. We also found pieces underneath the can.
What?
And this proves it. It shows that the can must have been put down on the floor after the window was broken. So it had to be after we got into the room.
I see. So that's your explanation.
This is great. This is so good.
Kyoko, earlier when you asked if anyone
Oh,
had
is
moved
it?
the
It might
can
be.
or tripped over it,
If that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass.
So you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the
It's
gate.
fairly clear.
And that's made everything clear, hasn't it? As long as it was a locked room, it only contained the bottle of poison, and not the protein can. But once the room was opened up, they were switched, and as a result, the protein can wound up in the rec room, and the bottle of poison returned to the chem lab.
Wait, what?
if that's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison? I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of the protein can.
No, that's not why. The only explanation is she drank it from its original
I mean, like, no,
bottle,
this is very sad, but we
knowing
got it.
exactly what it was.
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility is there?
You're saying she drank it knowing what it was? Such a ridiculous fiction is...
Exactly what happened.
Then tell us already. Sorry. Please, tell us.
This is such a wild moment for Byakuya.
Before we get to that, we need to clarify
Humility.
one other thing. We need to establish who exactly got the poison
It
from
was
the chem
Sakura.
lab and took it to the rec room.
It was Hina, right? She took it and gave it to
No,
Ogre.
it was Sakura.
What do you think, Makoto?
Oh, genius. I had forgotten about that. Monokuma needed Sakura to get a kill. She did, yeah. Genius. Yes, yes. I didn't. That was the final piece I needed for the theory, because like I understood, like, this is what I was saying yesterday. Like, I was fairly convinced she would have committed suicide there because of her deal with Monokuma, but I didn't understand why yet, and that's why.
I got it!
That's got to be it.
I think it was Sakura herself.
Huh? So Sakura, who was apparently murdered, just poisoned herself? What are you talking about? There's no way!
On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons.
You're lying! Stop lying! Why? Why would you lie like that?
Sakura definitely went to Section C. I have to get Hina to admit that. Again? Oh, I'm tired of this.
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you! You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong!
Okay. Oh!
Do you have any kind of proof Sakura took the poison?
Oh.
Wrong.
Sorry, I got brain flooded. I was still in rhythm game mode. I didn't switch to logic mode yet. It was not the... Okay.
Just
oh, I'm sorry, yellow powder.
Already.
Yeah, it's yellow powder.
Do you have any kind of proof Sakura took the poison? This should prove
Sorry, my bad. Oh, uranium!
Did you know that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow powder stuck to it?
It did?
It did. The same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf in the chem lab. That powder was yellow, wasn't it? So the powder we found on
what if someone was
Sakura,
colorblind?
what else could it be but the powder from the chem lab?
Wait. So, what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
Because at worst, this would make Hina an accomplice, which you don't get executed for.
And it was only on her instep, right?
Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled. So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina, but Sakura. And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing.
That explains this now, finally.
Which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself.
And no XP for assists.
But the powder still got scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her instep. Is there any problem with my thinking?
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place? The only explanation is that she was looking for poison.
Unless
After all,
Monokuma
that's
still
all
pins
that
this on
section
Hina.
contained.
No! It was me! The poison! Because I killed her!
No, you didn't kill her.
And like killed Sakura. The connection between Sakura and the poison, the unsolved mystery of the locked room. There's only one way to explain it. And we nailed it yesterday! Oh! What if we can pin it on Junko?
Here's my answer.
It was society? Yeah, that's true.
The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
We can target the portraits. That means we can blame Junko for the next one.
What?
Yeah, true.
The killer was Sakura?
Wait, so you're saying it was suicide?
One second. What the? Huh. Give me 1 second. And I could be wrong still. I could be wrong, but I'm just saying we now have precedent for the portraits being selectable.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
I can't believe it either.
Wait.
Or rather, I don't want to believe it. But when you really think about it, everything
When you
matches
really
up.
think about it,
Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room, and she drank it. all so she could end her own life. And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room.
God. Because of course, Sakura wanted to create the locker room.
I got it! The locked room mystery was created by Sakura.
I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did.
Yep. Especially Hina.
She sat there,
She tried
drank the
really
poison,
hard.
and breathed her last breath. And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it. At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room.
That would be Hina.
And that was you, wasn't it, Hina?
Hina.
You did it to throw off the investigation, didn't you? When we found her body, you stayed right
good
there
call.
near the door.
I didn't even think about that. Jeez.
Because you already knew Sakura was dead. And because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
That's when you picked up the bottle, right?
Uh-huh.
I was too shocked to notice anything, and Kyoko was busy checking the body.
This is true about Danganronpa in general. This is a evergreen statement right here.
And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions were.
I have to go get them. The others. Right, that is super weird, actually.
You said you were going to go get everyone else, but your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't
Yes,
it?
I should have noticed that.
Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept. There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you'd grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can.
I was busy being the protagonist and Kyoko was busy being useful. Everyone else was doing neither of those things. True.
Thinking about it like that, the footprints make perfect sense.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together. And once you were back in the rec room...
I got everyone. Oh, ogre?
While everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground. Honestly, I should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body. The Hina I know never would have left her side in a situation like that.
So, Sakura committed suicide. In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation. As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right? The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison? Vital pieces of evidence.
Hina.
And yet...
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
Wouldn't it have gotten everyone killed?
No! No! I killed her! I did it!
That's enough, Hina. It's over.
It's not! Nothing's over!
It is. Actually, no. You're right. You have to end this properly.
Just for its own sake? Okay, here we go. Okay. Toko hid somewhere. The Monokuma file. All right, Toko, who's in the locker. I think that was the one that that Jack did. Wait, what? She found nope. That's a panel that's already there. She get out of the locker, I guess. Yes, totally fair. Goes back in upside down. See Sakura faints. Jill grabs the queen piece. Yep. Okay, sounds good, True. Will do. Alright, cleans up the queen piece, and then hightails it out of there. Sakura, meanwhile, it's like, I'm full of blood. Sakura goes, this is it, I'm doing this. When he walks in, sees Sakura. Or he goes, oh my god. Hina goes, oh no. I see the bottle. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. I was just thinking something felt wrong, and that is why. We are picking up the bottle of Chem C9, and we are planting the Chem A2. Come back to Exhibit C. Oh, clean Sakura's hands? Oh, true, yeah.
Here's exactly what happened. This case began when Sakura asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room.
Actually, hold on. This is a good music thing. Give me 1 minute. I have to go use the bathroom. Be right back. And welcome back. Let's do it. Beautiful.
Specifically, those people were Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya. But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others, Toko. She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot.
What? Yeah, just for you. Oh, did I? Oh, I think you're right. Well, that's just silly. How was I supposed to know?
Here's exactly what happened.
Here's exactly what happened.
But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others.
I know the question marks you can, but
she
the
got
icons
there
themselves?
one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot. And she found it. She crawled into the locker to get out of sight.
Sometimes you get out of a locker before you get in. True. I love these comics. They're so sick. This is so good.
Then, from inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room.
It could happen to you. It could happen to me.
Next to arrive was Hiro. When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him. Without thinking, he grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura with it. Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime. He took a magazine from the table and forged a dying message from Sakura. To that end, he wrote down a name. Toko. By writing her name, he was hoping to pin the murder on her. But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing. So as soon as the coast was clear, she jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others.
There we go.
But in her rush, she made one little mistake.
This is also the first time two people who tried to kill someone are going to survive.
She put the magazine back upside down. Soon after,
Also true.
She watched as Sakura slowly opened her eyes. She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head and fainted. This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide Jack. When she woke back up, her second
I don't think Hina thought it through.
also saw the blood-soaked Sakura.
Wait, which one's true? I'm sorry, I missed it.
and she freaked out. And just like Hiro, she grabbed another Monokuma bottle and attacked her. This explains why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's head. Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence. She gathered up the broken Monokuma bottle shards and the clean chess piece.
It took me a second earlier.
And that explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon. But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive. So then, what was Sakura's actual cause of death? It was the poison that Sakura herself got from the chem lab. She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture. And there, she took her final breath. Later on, the rest of us discovered that her body was in there. We had to smash the door's window to get inside. But someone already knew what had happened.
It's true.
Knew that she had committed suicide.
Nina did not think it through.
And that same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off the ground. And while nobody was looking, replaced it with an empty protein can. They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves, in an attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion. And the one who went to all that effort...
The song is so good.
Was you, Hina.
To get us killed.
That's the full truth of the case. Sakura took her own life, and you claim to be the killer to hide that fact.
Oh, sorry. I didn't think isn't that right?
That's what happened? But Makoto, how did you manage to...
Byakuya is just falling apart right now.
How were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
Oh, he is falling apart.
Oh, well, I mean...
You still haven't realized? We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated.
But neither does Byakuya. Remember, he's the one that almost threw the second case for fun.
That's what you don't understand. And that's why you couldn't solve this case. See? Didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings,
why don't you start calling us Makoto-sama?
to bite you in the end.
It's true. The benefit is that it was fun. That's a good point. No voting. Okay. So there's going to be another A. Yep, that's fine. We've never seen above an S. Hey, let's go. A lot of medals.
Okay. I think we can all agree you made your point.
Byakuya alone is also random.
Did you guys forget already?
Oh,
you still haven't
Voting's
voted
after.
yet.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You seriously forgot? I can feel my energy draining out of me. Well, whatever. You don't really have a choice anyway. You just gotta do it. Maybe you don't want to, but please grab your lever and cast your vote. So, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
His heart's not in it. Who is found guilty? Fascinating.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself. My brain is enormous. I'm sad, but my brain is enormous. That feels great.
My entire existence!
My entire existence. Okay, we're done here.
What did you say?
So that's the whole truth, huh? I see. But there's still one thing I don't understand.
Come on.
Hina, why did you try to cover up what happened? If the truth hadn't come to light, you would have died along with the rest of us.
What are you thinking?
And yet why'd you do that?
Don't be mean!
Yeah, we almost died there.
What is this?
Because that's exactly what I wanted. Oh my god. This is a twist I didn't see coming. Oh. What? I mean, the reason Sakura died is all you pushed her into a corner. You all killed her. So that's why.
You should have been the one to die.
I couldn't let her be the only one that died. Oh.
What?
You don't mean you were going to take us all with you? We have to atone for our sins. Because everyone, even me, we all killed her. Oh my god. Oh. We all have to pay for our crimes. For serious? That's...
What is this?
You still don't understand. Let me explain. Do you realize just how much despair Sakura was carrying with her when she died? Look at this. Such brutality has made me desperate. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand. That's... I found it on the ground in front of the rec room. It's Sakura's suicide note. I can't believe you hid this. Suicide note. Thinking back, I should have seen it coming. It was right after Genocide Jack had attacked me. Sakura got mad and stormed out of the nurse's office. I ran out after her and... Sakura, you don't have to worry about me. I'm fine. I can't calm down. I don't care if I suffer for this. It's my fault after all. But now you're suffering because of me.
No forgiveness!
You tried to protect me, but because of me...
I can't forgive
my
this!
closest friend got hurt. Sakura. Sakura. Because of me, my friends are all going to kill each other. This is all my responsibility. Sakura. Sakura thought she was responsible. I mean, she's like, not for the deaths of everybody, but she was responsible for the chaos in that moment, at least. Because Monica was, but not everything was her fault. She thought everything was her fault. Also, she was being held hostage. She was being blackmailed, which is why she wanted to find some way to get everyone to forgive her. So she asked to meet with them. You asked me with those three? You can't. Do you see how dangerous that is? Don't worry, I just want to talk to them.
But...
Talk about what? Listen, don't do it. If they're all ganging up on you at once, even you.
Hina.
Please, don't think of things like that. They're not my enemy.
They're friends.
Oh. Sakura. She clearly believed. She completely believed in all of us. If you just talked to her, you would have understood. She was a friend to all of us. And yet...
Why?
And yet... You trampled all over her feelings, and then you did the unthinkable. No, that was just a misunderstanding. Hero, no.
What are you saying?
Don't stand there and call it a misunderstanding. She believed in you, and you wouldn't even listen to what she had to say. Without asking a single question, you tried to kill her.
I won't forgive you.
Do you have any idea how desperate she was seeing you act like that? So that's what her suicide note means. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hands.
Why?
That's how far you'd pushed her.
Huh?
Sakura, what happened to you?
Hina.
Wait right here, I'll help you out.
Hina.
Huh?
Huh? I'm so glad I got to meet you. What's wrong, Sakura? Why are you talking like that?
I have a favor to ask.
Huh?
A favor?
Some protein.
I'd like some protein. Could I ask you to... Yeah, you got it. Just hang on. I'll be right back. That was the last conversation I had with her. I went to the chemist to get the protein she asked for. When I got there, I saw the powder. That's when I realized I saw someone taking something from the poison shelf. Sakura. So I ran back as fast as I could. But by the time I got there, it was already too late. Oh, okay. Sakura!
Please!
Let me in. Please open the door.
Why? Why?
Why did she have to die? She had weaknesses just like any other person. If she got cut, she bled. If someone hurt her, she felt it. That's weakness. That's normal. And yet,
Why?
you all blamed her. I tried to protect her and I suffered for it, and that just added to the weight she had to carry. And I didn't even realize it. We killed her. All of us. We pushed her into a corner, and we murdered her.
Why?
People like us shouldn't be allowed to live. And that's why you tried to lead us astray. You did your best to make us arrive at the wrong conclusion during the class trial. Sakura died hating all of us. I wanted to free her of her regrets. But even that got found out. In the end, I wasn't able to do anything for her. I could never face her after this.
Hey! Hey!
I'm sorry to interrupt when you're about to deliver the final tearjerker, but yeah, I don't think she hated.
Hey!
It's just taken so long. I'm about to fall asleep over here. I mean, do you really think you have any idea what Sakura was actually thinking when she died?
What is this?
What'd you say? Everything you just said, nothing but your interpretation, right? Your own opinion on what her suicide note meant?
What are you saying?
Of course I know what she was thinking, because her and me...
In other words...
Well, what I'm really trying to say is...
Yes, indeed!
Don't you think the entire foundation is shaky? What if it were really like this? Oh.
What the heck?
What is that?
Of course!
Isn't it obvious?
Yep.
A suicide note. Sakura's suicide note. What? But Hina already...
Too bad!
Oh, I wrote that one. It was all me, baby. Oh my god.
It's true!
Oh my god. The bear has achieved a new level. Yeah, as Fruit put it, now witnesses Monokuma finds a new low. Oh my god.
Huh?
Then, you lied to me?
Unbelievable.
Oh, don't say lie. It makes it sound so dirty. I just started livening things up a bit. I can't tell if you pull different little scribbles at face value. Didn't even have Sakura's signature on it. You filthy little... I'm not filthy, I didn't do anything. Did I falsify evidence? Did I affect the outcome of a trial? The case played out between you and you alone. You were the ones jerking each other around. Heck, even if the will had factored in, it still would have been between you guys. So what's the problem? It's all part of the directions process. Okay, and scene. Cut. TV show theory. Coming right on back. TV show theory is back.
And?
So what'd you write in your real suicide note?
What are you gonna do?
I'm glad you asked. For your benefit, I shall read it using my melodic, angelic, harmonic narrator voice.
Hey! Hey!
But you know, haven't you ever been curious about the whole suicide note thing? Is this Monokuma Theater now? Who came up with the idea of leaving a note when you kill yourself in the first place?
But hold on.
And isn't it just so unfortunate? Killing yourself so final, you know? You ever hear the rest of the story? The truth is lost in darkness. Give me the willies.
Enough already.
Could you get on with it, please?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, talk about a buzzkill. All right, here we go. My good friend Hina, there's something I have to tell you. I hate to do it like this, but you need to know. This is my final wish.
As you know, I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here.
He forged 2 notes. Don't even... Also, yo, Sakura's room. Very lit. It was our first night in this strange school that the mastermind came to see me.
See, the mastermind took control of my family's dojo and demanded I become their tool.
You might not see the importance of a dojo. My family has watched over it for over 300 years.
I couldn't let it be destroyed under my watch, so even if it meant my own life, I had to protect it. That's how I saw things.
However, that was my greatest weakness. And because of that, I made the mistake of giving into the mastermind.
And what the mastermind wanted from me was nothing less than murder.
They were probably worried that until the first murder happened, nothing would move forward. But what neither the mastermind nor I expected was the incident involving Sayaka. At that point, the plan changed. The mastermind told me to hold off, to wait until we reached another stalemate.
However, as I lived here with all of you, as I lived here with Hina,
Oh.
my resolve began to weaken.
Watching everyone fight with such despair, trying so desperately to stay alive, I saw the weakness in my own heart, the mistake of succumbing to the mastermind. And more than anything,
I cannot betray those who would call me their friend.
yeah, I agree. This is really effective to sort of call back to chapter 1 and really bring the motives back into the forefront. So that's why Sakura.
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Of course, because of that, I decided to reveal her secret, which made everyone else hate her. Her decision to stay true to all of you led directly to all of you hating her for it. Ironic, isn't it? Or maybe oxymoronic? Or just moronic?
Of course, I understand if you all hate me. All of this is because of my own weakness.
I'm perfectly willing to accept whatever attack you may want to make on me.
So this is my atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind.
But unfortunately, that's not enough. This won't end with just me accepting your hatred.
My own situation has started having an effect on more people than just me, which is exactly what the Mastermind wanted when they revealed my betrayal.
Yep, almost every character who seemed unperturbed by certain elements of the game has been shown to be completely full of it, yeah. Everybody was deeply affected by the whole thing of, you know. The Mastermind knew that eventually it escalated to someone murdering someone else.
Of course, I'm still responsible for that as well.
I have an obligation to get the situation under control. And to fulfill that obligation, I've decided to do as the Mastermind has commanded. I will do as I was told and commit murder. Yep. As we were discussing earlier. Shout out Bloom for calling that as well earlier.
But I've decided the one I'm going to kill is myself.
If the Mastermind demands I kill someone, then that someone will be me. Then my dojo will be safe, and above all else, none of you will have to kill anyone. When I die, the source of conflict among you all dies with me. For that, I'm willing to give my life.
If it can save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no greater meaning. Whatever you think of me,
and it's so sad because like
Monokuma
is not going to take this as an out for the contract. I've never had people like you in my life. Oh, then Sakura didn't feel cornered. She didn't die hating us.
No way!
She wanted to stop us from fighting to protect us.
Correct.
She'd ended her own life because she was weak. Quite the opposite, in fact. She was strong. Too strong. That's why she killed herself. She chose death for herself in order to protect the rest of us. To sacrifice so much, no normal person could do that.
However,
it was only her limitless strength that made it possible.
Finally, Hina, I want to apologize to you especially.
The reason why I didn't tell you any of this is because I knew you would try to stop me. I'm really, truly sorry, but please don't be sad. If I can thwart the Mastermind's plans, if I can keep you from killing each other, that's enough for me. This is the path I have chosen. This is the only way I have left to distinguish myself. And you can use this note to bring the class trial to a quick end. I'm so sorry to ask you to do something so unpleasant, but I have to leave the rest to you. Please talk to Byakuya, Toko, and Hiro on my behalf. I can't tell anyone about my plan while I'm alive, but I wanted you to understand why I'm doing this. In the end, I hope to show myself through actions and not words. Hopefully then they'll see.
I never saw you as my enemy. You were only ever my friend, who I wanted to help as much as possible. Hina, whatever it takes, survive. Survive along with everyone else.
Uh-oh.
No matter what, just survive.
Oh no. Uh-oh.
But...
This is... I didn't understand how she felt, not at all. I thought we were close and still.
What are you gonna do?
But in the end, all our meddling was like totally pointless. She dies. She died, so you guys would try to kill each other, and you almost ended up doing it anyway. Thanks to you, her death had no purpose at all. In fact, it was because of her stupid meddling that the rest of you nearly bit the big one.
Too bad.
She deserves all the blame. Everyone blame her. Go ahead. She blames. She deserves it. Now then, the next victim has been decided. What do you mean next victim? No one here blames anyone.
Huh?
First of all, you're in the wrong for tricking Hina with that fake suicide note. And plus, Sakura's death wasn't a waste.
Say what?
Huh? Because she made us remember, we're not enemies that hate each other. We're friends who need to work together. Byakuya will not see it like that, of course.
You know?
Damn straight. All because of our misplaced hatred.
Well?
I don't blame her, I can't blame her, and nobody can blame Hina either.
Ooh.
What? Whether or not there was a spy never really mattered. Because all we need to destroy is you, nobody else.
What? What do you want?
What the heck? That's not how this is supposed to go. But anyway, are you sure about that? This killing is a competition between all of you, remember?
Hey!
Your enemies each other. He's absolutely right about that. Ah, lovely Byakuya. You understand, don't you? This is a life or death elimination match. The only way to survive is to win. There can be no doubt those are the rules of the game. Which is why I am bowing out of the game. I was curious if this is where we were going. He's like, I'm done with the rules.
Huh?
Eh?
Naturally.
Sakura and Hina were both willing to sacrifice their lives to deny the reality of the game. Thanks to them, it would appear the others have cast aside their fear for this game.
Don't make me repeat myself.
There's no point in participating in a game which has lost its sense of excitement. Which is why I will no longer be participating in it.
What?
What's going on here? Now I have only one thing to look forward to.
It's all clear now.
And that is to heap the harshest possible punishment onto the one who thinks they can control me. Byakuya, does this mean... Don't misunderstand. I haven't been moved by some thoughtless sentimentalism. That's what you're thinking. Wherever Master goes, I go. If the Master turns out to be a guy, maybe I can catch on fire. Everyone?
Hey,
Well, now can you say the Sakura's death has no meaning? How boring. But nothing good can come of this. Byakuya's a little Cinderella right now, yeah. I'm still gonna be the one having the fun time.
What the heck?
The fun time? Anyway, let's forget about that good rhythm backstab and get back on track.
You want me to punish you guys?
It's the moment you've all been waiting for. Punishment time.
What?
Wait, but Sakura was the killer, right? And she's dead. You're not gonna...
But...
Is it me?
Wrong.
Oh, heavens no. Just because the black name, does that just mean I can summon whatever old student I want? Didn't I tell you? I'm very particular about the Bear Times 1 rule.
Listen up.
But I spent so much time preparing my special punishment, it'd be a shame to let it go to waste.
Yoo-hoo!
So for my punishment, I've prepared a special guest. A guest?
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment
Or maybe like a Sakura,
time!
like robot or something? Robo Sakura? No! No! No, you monster! Oh. Oh. I forgot. No! Oh, blindsided. Oh my god, no. Oh. You.
Oh no!
You suck, mate. Turn into a mega hunk of junk. I think he's in the network. But took it out of me. They'll go grill a plate of chicken. After all, they say for post-workout grub, chicken's where it's at. I'm all about the grilled goodness. Fried? Well, give me a break. The color, the smell, the succulence. Grilled's where it's at. No. But still, I have to do this. I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but...
But still...
When I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true, so it's okay.
I'm gonna do my
If it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid. Alter Ego's words raced through my heart and soul, and my disbelief gave way to raw anger. Anger turned to fury, black and muddy and boiling over. Bubbled up through my body, quickly overflowing and shooting out my mouth. How dare you? That was my friend! How dare you kill him?
What's the matter?
You're friends with the laptop? That's pretty pathetic. What's next? Friends with the basketball? Shut the hell up! He wasn't just a laptop, he was my friend. And you killed him. Is this what you call animism, where a soul dwells within all things, even like laptops? Well, you can call it whatever you want. Bottom line is it got in my way. It was trying to find things out all sneaky.
Just as I thought.
So you finally noticed him.
Actually...
Finally? No. I knew that from the very beginning, yeah. That was my suspicion. Yeah, he wasn't just a laptop, he was my friend, is the line. He wasn't just a laptop, he was my friend. It's not just a boulder, it's a rock. I knew Chihiro was doing something with the laptop, and you using it to analyze data. I knew exactly how it was going to play out from the start. What?
What are you thinking?
You knew, and you were still cocky enough to let us take the plunge.
Yep.
Well, I mean, the data on that laptop, it was, I guess you'd call it a gift from me to you. So this goes back to game show theory. Planting stuff for the plot. It's being written.
Phew.
Maybe more like a reward? In honor of you being able to unlock something so difficult.
Hey,
So of course I didn't care if you had access to that. But sneaking into the network was just a little too personal. So I had to do a little, reformatting.
I want to be able to help.
I want to keep being helpful to everyone. I want to work as hard as everyone else so we can get out of here. Alter Ego wanted to fight for us. He wanted to help at the risk of his own life. And for that, he was killed. Yep, the 100 times made me feel a billion times better.
Very nice.
Experiencing a meaningless death is so soothing. At least you remember that every low can get even lower. No, his death wasn't meaningless either. Everyone who's died so far are the deaths of each one of our friends. They all make us stronger. I swear to God, someday you will pay for this.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Holy moly, you're super mad. Just like unreasonably upset.
Well?
Okay, time to bring things to a close, but before that, I need to read the postscript.
What?
Postscript?
Yep.
Yeah, there's still a bit more left to Sakura's note. Huh? Do I have your attention? Okay, then here we go. Prepare your ears for the dulcet tones of yours truly. One other thing, Hina, something I'd like you to tell the others. Hopefully it will act as a clue to help you unravel the mystery of the school. What a clue.
Hina.
I've spoken with the mastermind on and off the whole time I've been here, and so I've learned one thing, which is the mastermind has done something to us. So we knew that. I think what they've done is... Oopsie daisy, that was a close one. Another word, we would have been hip deep in spoiler territory. Wipe their memories.
Too bad.
Okay, I don't want to ruin the surprise, so book club is dismissed for today. You can't just talk about the most important bit. Makes your brain rumble and tumble, huh? Makes you so mad you don't even friggin' know, huh?
You guys.
That's the whole point, stupid, is to get back at you, all of you for hardening your resolve. Fine, but at least Sakura's notes. Well, I could never let any of you greaseballs have it. But...
Too bad.
Yeah, it sucks for you, loser. Wait, what's this?
What?
What is it now?
What?
There's one last line in the note. And let me just say this to the mastermind. I'm not going to just lay down and die. I will fight you, you bastard, no matter what. And that's seriously it. Huh, what a stubborn loser, huh? She won't lay down and die, she'll fight you? Well, whatever. Guess what some dead musclehead has to say.
Well?
Okay, I'm out of here. So that... Okay, hold on. Hold on. Oh, I mean, hint on her corpse, or my suspicion still, which is that people are not being actually allowed to die here. Potentially. Which is maybe... Oh my... You should try to get some rest, you know? Maybe take some time to reconsider how you approach this school life of yours. Are you sure you don't want to graduate? Can you really cut free of the regrets of the outside world? Think about that. Think long. Think hard. Those are his parting words just before disappearing. But what was that all about? Sakura's final message, or less could help us solve the mystery of the school. The mastermind did something to us? Kyoko said something like that before, didn't she? After Celeste's trial was over.
You...
What did you do? What did you do to my body?
Ooh. Hey.
What did you do to my body? The mastermind did something to our bodies. What are they saying the mastermind did? What did the mastermind do to us? They kidnapped us? That's so true. They moved our bodies from our homes to the school. I mean, did the mastermind plant a bomb on us or something? I don't think that's it, but that'd be funny. We try to do the school, a sensor goes off? The bomb explodes? I've seen stuff like that in movies and comics and stuff, so that's totally unheard of. No, I feel awful just thinking about it. I can't afford to acknowledge thoughts like that.
Yo!
The class trial's over and Monokuma's gone. So now what do we do?
Yes.
What else is there than to head back up?
Oh
yeah, let's get out of here. But, Hina must still feel responsible. Dial back the ego a bit, girl. The kind of mission someone like you could pose is absolutely no threat.
Not possible.
I would never have lost that kind of challenge. You almost did. What are you talking about? Kyoko and Makoto were the ones who figured everything out.
Stop talking.
Shut up. Was that Byakuya trying to help her feel better? Did he have a moment here? Is he having a moment right now? How many times do you plan to apologize? How about you make that the last one? I haven't reached a point where you need someone apologizing to me more than once.
Sorry.
Okay, I see what you mean. Then I'll try. Huh? That totally wasn't normal, right? Byakuya W. What does this mean?
No, 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 no!
I cannot suffer the existence of someone who would disturb the romance between me and Master.
Huh?
What are you talking about? That's absolutely not what's happening here. Why would I go for a sleazeball like him? Sleazeball?
What the heck?
That's right, I called you a sleazeball, because you are. Sleazeball. Apparently you still have a death wish. Or biting sarcasm, I want you to know how many friends.
No, 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 no!
Stop fighting Master, you're making me jealous. I want the abuse give and take. Me! Okay, I guess it's not so easy for everyone to act like friends. Well, that's just how it is for now. Okay. And so Sakura's class trial came to an end, and we returned to the world of Host B Academy. But the story wasn't even close to over. Time kept marching on. We all went back to our rooms, and before long, night snuck up on us. That was a lot, indeed. I agree. Is this wrong on dialogue? Yes, it is.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited.
Man, I've never thought to compare Danganronpa to It's Always Sunny, but now that you're saying that...
Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
You could open each section of the game with a It's Always Sunny title card. Nighttime descended and pulled me down along with it, down into sleep. I couldn't remember the last time I'd fallen into such a deep sleep. But the night still wasn't over for me. A voice. I could hear a voice. Wow. Oh my god. Wake up. Wake up. Huh? The voice dragging from deep slumber into hazy half-consciousness. My eyelids were like lead. Junko. Oh.
Kyoko?
Waluigi? Hold on. Something is like not... 1 second. Sorry. My... Give me 1 second. My computer is being very upset about something. No, I don't exactly know what's happening. How did she get inside? Hold on, sorry, there's something is weird right now. Huh. Getting since 14 hours in a sauna. True. Sorry. Something is wrong. That's okay. Okay. Help. Pathetic. No, I'm not dying right now. I promise. I have an invisible app right now. My my screenshot app is currently just not. There we go. Perish. Try that again. There we go. Okay. No longer bugged. The mouse has been flashing on the screen for some reason.
Yes, it's me.
No, it's not.
Huh?
Kyoko?
Kyoko?
I said yes.
So Kyoko's here.
Wait, what?
In a flash, I was wide awake. What are you doing here?
It's true.
I'm here to wake you up. Oh, I see. Even my door was unlocked. You're unbelievably careless. Uh-oh. Did we trust that? It was unlocked. Are you serious?
Hey.
Always. You don't overreact like that every time you're surprised. What is happening? Oh, thank you. Yes, you're right. We should put the Revolver Ocelot tag on screen. She's being extremely Revolver Ocelot right now. When did this get moved? Okay. Yeah, this is her right now. So this is her right now. Extremely Revolver Ocelot. What time is it?
Correct.
3 o'clock in the morning, of course. Me when I go to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning. It's 3 a.m.? Kyoko, I gotta get some sleep. Why was Kyoko waking me up at this hour? Yo, what? Extremely fair. That's why we have VODs at 5, so I'm glad you're having a good time though. His door's probably been unlocked the whole game. Has she been checking it? It's so late, what happened?
Makoto.
I have a favor I need to ask. Oh my god, what's happening? What's your favor?
So...
Remember what Sakura said at the end of her note? Not gonna just lay down and die, I will fight you. I want to find out what she meant by that. Okay, but how do you plan to do that? It's true, it's true. Then Kyoko put her lips next to my ear and whispered. The data center on the 4th floor! Do not let Kyoko Kirigiri into room 3. I'm gone wrong, not clickbait. No, it's true. No, hold on. If you know that thing where it's like, do not post this anime character or they will appear in your room at 3 a.m. You do post that for Kyoko because she will help you solve a mystery. What? 2nd floor basement.
Goodbye.
I'll meet you there. Oh, I want to keep playing. Out of the bird, she was gone. What the? Her words reverberated throughout my half-day's head. The data center? I thought it was locked. I want to know more. But that's how it's got to be right now, folks. It's been a long one. So, toolkit. Good call. A toolkit. No reason to use it. Okay, thank you for... I feel you. Posting Kyoko to counter Monokuma chain threads? Yes, that sounds great. Okay. Stream folks, hold up. YouTube folks, thank you for being here. Long VOD, sorry about that, or hopefully you enjoy the long VOD. Playlist above for more Danganronpa before and after this. Subscribe below for even more Danganronpa, including other series once I get around to those. And most importantly, come by the stream, twitch.tv/SL_TV, Sunday through Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern. That's where we make all these videos, and also where you can come and chat with us and hang out. Come on by, join us live. Again, Sunday through Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Link below, as well as a Discord and VOD channel and stuff. Like the video if you want to do that. Hopefully I will see you live or somewhere else sometime soon. Until next time. Peace.